This is the 2015 Audi Q5. This is the Quattro version with the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. The nice thing about the engine in this car is that it can either run on premium gas or E85, and I find that nice because the premium gas, at least where I live in Michigan, is about $3 a gallon, and the E85 is only about $1.50, so it's about half price. And you do get lower fuel economy on the E85, but it only amounts to about 7 to 8 miles per gallon different for the highway and for city. So for it being half the price, it's still very much worth it. Now, one thing with this Audi is it doesn't have the usual push button right here that most of the Audis have. So that's just something a little bit weird, but not too big of a deal. The dash is very nice, clean and crisp. Everything's laid out in a nice way, very easy to see while you're driving. You can toggle through on this screen right here in the middle and set it to like show you the speed while you're driving. That way, you know, it's digital instead of having to look at the speedometer. And you can also choose, you know, do some other menus like the telephone, radio, and then you've also got, there's the speed. And then you can also, when you put the navigation on, you can have it show up right there so that everything's all kind of on one screen and you don't have to go over here to see all the navigation. Now this is very nice. It's the standard Audi system, the MMI. It's got, you know, phone, radio, navigation. Actually the navigation's an option. So the base price on this car is about $40,000. This one is about $46,000 with options, and the options are, it's about $2,000 for the navigation, and it's about like $600 for the panoramic moonroof sunroof right here, which is really nice and actually runs the length of the car. And it's really nice for passengers in the back. The interior, this one's got the black leather interior, very nice, very comfortable. All around for a 5-seater crossover SUV, this is a great one. It's got Quattro all-wheel drive, so especially if you live somewhere, again, like where I live in Michigan, it's very good for the winter time. All year round you can drive it, and it also has, you know, good room for 5 people and room for in the trunk for your luggage. Also, now this car has 8,000 miles on it, and the check engine light just came on, so I'm not really sure why. I'm sure it's just a sensor, but as with any Audi VW product, the check engine light just always, it's very easy for it to come on. So if it's out of warranty, that's something you might want to look at, is even though it might be something really simple like just a sensor or something that threw the check engine light on, just to have it looked at, that's like $100 at the dealership, so that's a little bit annoying. One thing that I wanted to point out, you know, everything's pretty nicely laid out, that I found weird, and it might have just been in the scenario that it came up with me, is because I was driving on the highway and I actually had the air conditioning on full blast. The fan was on full blast and I didn't know how to turn it down. Now when I tried to touch these temperature controls, it just turned the temperature up and down. That's not what I was looking for. It turns out you just kind of press this fan button, and then you can use these same controls to turn the fan up and down. Now that's not something very difficult to figure out by any means, but when I was driving on the highway and I had never driven this car before, and I was trying to pay attention to the road ahead, you know, it was a little bit annoying and a little bit hard to figure out how to put just a, you know, a simple function that on another car may be much easier to figure out. Overall, though, that's a really small issue. This car has pretty much, you know, automatic headlights, obviously. The mirrors are heated, the side mirrors, so when it's cold outside, you can melt the ice or snow off of it. Overall, it's very nicely, you know, put together. The interior is very roomy and very comfortable and very nice, and it just feels like you have quality. The wood, you know, is of a nice quality, whereas like something like a Chrysler, the wood inside sometimes you know, you touch it and it feels kind of cheap, but this wood feels nice, doesn't feel cheap, as are all the materials and, you know, the soft touch and the leather, even on the steering wheel and everything like that. It just feels very nice. Sound system is also very nice. This is the stock sound system, but it's got a subwoofer, it's got 10 speakers. It's all you need, unless you're really looking for top of the line, you know, audio. This will pretty much cut it for everybody. That's pretty much it for the Audi Q5. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments, and thank you again for watching.